And we are live, back for more Last of Us, which, per Max as usual, dropped early. Roll the intro. All right, guys, Brent here back for Geek Variants. Cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, and more. With our usual master of terror himself, Tony, enjoying some more Last of Us, who will pull up our minute marker. What have you got after skipping all the recap and all the fluff of the episode?
I'm just at the opening credits where it's the snow right now. I don't know.
So I need to skip all the way past the recap because I don't need the opening.
I did the recaps and the intro.
Okay. Let me make sure I get past the HBO, doing
Hold
its
on.
usual spiel.
I'm gonna get past the HBO too.
Okay, there is a woman, grizzled face, walking down the hallway. Looks at about the 3-minute and 20-second mark. Does that
Okay,
look
hold on.
accurate to you, sir? And then,
Yeah,
as
sure.
always, for everyone who follows along post episode, skip to the end if you want to see our review, final thoughts of the whole thing. You already saw the episode. For who wants the live watch along effect, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, sync up to our time. For the episode Last of Us, which is on Max. And as always, the like, the comment, and the subscribe button are always greatly appreciated and free, helps us out, all that good stuff. And Antonio will be fashionably late because that's how Antonio rolls. But without further ado, let's get into Tony's favorite show out currently, The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5.
3, 2, 1, play.
And as always, we did thoroughly enjoy last week, even though some of it felt a little out of place for me. But at the same time, if people are happy with things.
A lot of people didn't like it, and I don't care.
Because a lot of people I know were mad because, like, you just was like, I'm going to have to end your life. Then it's like, oh, I'm pregnant. And then they decide to have some relations. It's like, and then Abby was like, I'm going to be a dad, which is like, that's not really how that works, but I do love your enthusiasm. So good for everybody, I guess. This is not like a good for everybody scene, though. Is this the bad individuals? Who are they? I did not catch a logo on their jackets.
Smoking is bad for you, man.
I don't think she cares. Doesn't look like she's really in a happy environment. And if this is the end of the world, I think smoking's probably the least of my concerns. As long as I am alive, things are going okay. Even though every apocalyptic show is always, people are the worst.
Facts.
We got a wolf logo on her shoulder. Oh, wow. Good
Really?
times. Doesn't have any best friends, I guess. Taking out your own soldiers like that.
Leon is somebody important to her.
But he is no longer with us.
Hey, those are unfiltered myths. You can't smoke those.
I mean, you saying shouldn't would probably be the best way of phrasing that. What happened with the hospital? Well, things went poorly. Things didn't go well.
They cleared the ground.
And then isn't that where they found the bodies of their team?
Yes.
Because the scars, quote unquote, got them. I don't know if that's like a slur for them or not. But where's everyone finding all these blueprints? Because like most buildings don't usually keep their blueprints, right?
No, we do.
Okay.
You're supposed to keep a hard copy with your engineers. So, you know,
What happens when you work remote for too long? You're like,
in case your network goes down.
Need to find a couple switches or something where to shut off the emergency power if you can't get people in, that sort of thing. That makes sense. I'll check that.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't understand though why people would be mad at it. What else were they mad about? It's like, I know the internet's the internet, but like
A lot of them mad that the storytelling was slow, but
it was slow. It was slow. Like I'm not here to glaze the show, but I'm also not gonna say it's bad. I haven't had a bad episode. This show's just not my it's not my wheelhouse. I don't usually like zombie or survival shows. I'm like, this has really great actors though and actresses, so I'm along for that storytelling.
and that's my thing. A lot of people that don't like this show love the Resident Evil show, which was absolute dumpster juice. So I don't hold their opinion in any regards whatsoever.
People like that show?
That Resident Evil show was trash.
Really?
We can talk about that later. We'll talk about this show that is better
Okay.
and how
I say like I never covered
she
that
lost
one.
her team.
Yeah. Yeah. Things went absolutely terrible for that team in every way, shape, and form. But now I see why she's smoking the unfiltered. Things are going
That's all
very
they
poorly.
have. Those are handmade cigarettes. That's,
Permanently and heroically.
yes.
Doesn't sound like a good time.
That means she just killed people that she needed to kill to survive. That's all
Which
that
happened
means.
to be people that she truly cared about.
Like
Every
Leon.
time. Yeah. Why is Leon important?
She just said it.
Hmm.
She
Is it as
just
important as like
said.
Joel's brother being the change up?
I'm not skipping the intro. Don't skip the intro. We're synced up finally. I don't want to find you. Oh, you shh.
I clicked it before you even started talking. I'm at the 9-minute and 18-second mark because the intro does literally nothing for me. Game of
I
Thrones
don't
is the
know
only
where
show
I am.
that's intro and skippable. I'm
I
looking
see
at
the
a
word
puddle
Seattle.
with some grass and some
Seattle
yeah.
day 2.
Okay, let me get caught up here.
Written
there it is.
by.
Yep, Seattle day 2.
There's.
I see it. We're good. With the Sikha that was supposed to be here on September 2nd that probably never showed up just because of the state of events went poorly.
I see people. She's writing stuff down, listening to the radio. You hear? Are you at the same spot?
Yep. Listening to the radio.
Hello, Parker.
Iron Man sucks.
Very much.
Okay, so we're just breaking down their codes to try and figure out where we're supposed to be. That's smart
Yes.
as heck. Well done. I don't know where you pick up this training in your free time, but
Hey, the secret to apocalypse is always have 2 to 3 people that can do the same thing in case one dies.
yeah. And of course, Abby is over the moon because she just got some good finally in her
Stop
life.
it.
Because
Stop it.
she's happy. Just saying, she's got that glow afterwards. It's like the first time you with someone important. Works. Yes. Simple.
That's not triangulation.
No. Also, she's not, oh yeah, you're like 2 seconds ahead of me.
You said I'm ahead of you?
Yeah, you're ahead of me by about 2 seconds.
Okay,
Because
I'll
Abby's
pause.
more of a doer than a thinker. Like if you need something done now, Abby.
Okay, so now Abby's leaving to go explore. Ellie's leaving. I mean, you hear that?
You're still ahead of me. Yeah, she just finally said that for me.
That's more than 2 seconds. Okay, pause. Go.
She's standing at the doorway when the girl's smiling at her.
Okay, yeah. Now she's turning around looking at the paper.
Everyone's all giddy. Yeah.
Now we're looking at
like
guitars.
We're so in love and so happy.
Now we're looking at a band stage. I'm trying to make sure we're synced. I'm not doing this anymore.
You're not holding the pause very well.
I don't like pausing. Just like I don't like
anything.
skipping.
It's like it's a live show. Don't worry. Next week you'll be syncing with Will, so you guys will be back on the same page.
Yep, because you'll be on a plane,
traveling en route to come annoy y'all at MomoCon in Georgia. Looking forward to it.
Yes. For those who don't know, we will be at MomoCon starting next Thursday?
Yes.
Like 2 weeks? Yeah. Like the 21st through the 26th, or the 22nd through the 26th, we'll be at MomoCon.
Be sure to approach me first before you approach Tony. Tony
Yeah,
will try and fight you first. I don't know why.
don't walk up behind me.
And it's not like a
Mm-mm.
joke thing. It's like he might. So
I will.
I, on the other hand, would be like, hey, what's up?
Here she go with the guitars again.
He's like, well, this worked for me yesterday, so maybe I'll try it today on a stage. See what
She's
happens.
gonna seduce a cordyceps infected person.
Because like this
How
is considering it's a zombie apocalypse, basically, even though it's the infected, making loud noises in a public forum and fashion as much as possible as we can.
that is
Not
not
really what we
wise.
call ideal. Like no one has natural survival instincts, but yet we're
There's
milking this.
Antonio.
7 minutes late, Antonio. Explain
Yes.
yourself. Where have you been? That is from
Look,
Brooklyn
that's
Nine-Nine. That's not an actual, like, I feel like kind of way. Welcome in, Antonio. Welcome
Antonio. This is like the earliest he's been late.
in. Antonio's
Well,
on time is to be late.
give him the timestamp where we are right now.
That would probably be beneficial. Let me hit the pause button.
Jesus, now I gotta hit pause because I'm gonna be so far ahead of you.
Well, you care about Antonio, do you not?
Not really.
I care about you, Antonio. 13 minutes and 13 minutes, 18 seconds. My apologies. 13 minutes, 18 seconds. All you've missed is Abby is glowing because she got some good, and she's now playing
You mean
guitar.
Dina and Ellie?
Yes. I don't like you saying
I'm
Abby.
I'm supposed to be the one with bad with names. When you start doing that, I now feel bad because I might have gave you cordyceps.
Things can't happen, but I hit play, so let's get back rolling. Ellie.
Tell me when you
Ellie. Her name is
tell me
Ellie.
when you
Just keep
see
saying
them
that.
marking red X's on the line.
I am not there yet. She's just put the guitar back down.
Let me know because I'm paused at that scene because I'm like 10
Why in the
seconds ahead of
world
you.
did you get like so far ahead?
Because you paused to give the timestamp. Just let me know when you're there.
Why does their
Ta-da.
relationship still seem a little rocky?
Are you going to tell me when you're there?
We just gotta like just started doodling.
Do you see
And
this
Ellie looks very
long?
confused about this. I got
They're
Abby
looking
on
at
my
the
mind
map.
because Abby's like her like enemy. Yeah. We just started with the doodles, red line, up and down.
All right, cool. Now we are synced somewhat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this does look like an actual map of Seattle. You are appreciated, Antonio. You're here for
I
most of
didn't.
our Marvel stuff and our zombie shows
I
and
didn't want to pause.
dragons. Oh,
I didn't want to
especially
pause for you.
Penguin.
I didn't want to pause for you.
He's afraid of his emotions. It's okay. Ignore him.
I had them removed in '93.
When I was born.
Meanwhile, Dina is here listening and breaking the code.
Right? Like a champion. Absolute champion. Because they're not afraid of anybody because they're very sure of who they are.
Correct.
When you're sure of yourself, you start getting a little cocky. It's like Empire stuff for Star Wars. I don't know
They
why the
don't
Amish are
know
like
that a
that,
walk.
but they're fantastic. They make really, really good food.
They do. I don't
Not
think
that
they
they'll ever
realize
see
the
this
walk
though,
is
but
making.
Well, yeah, you're walking around all of Seattle in a zombie apocalypse, pregnant with your new relationship. So good luck with
I
it.
need Ellie to get her skills up because no, wait, this will be the first matchup. So yeah, they're about right. That's about right.
Yeah, Abby
I
would
just want
probably
that fight
stomp her.
scene. If that fight scene doesn't satisfy me, I'm gonna be upset.
So you'll probably be upset because they've already made some apparently detrimental changes.
They have made changes. They're back kind of on pace with the game, but not so much.
I don't remember the game. Everyone saying the game dragged at certain points.
Oh, it does. It's in part two. It's a lot more storytelling than action. There's a lot more cutscenes.
It
Oh, scars.
not there yet. This is talking about baby names.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, yep. There's the scars. I see them now. Feel her
All
love.
right, so
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh
pause
wow.
again,
Feel
and
this.
I'm
Oh
not.
hello. That's a fun word. Kind of rude. She's gonna throw up again, which I get. I mean, you're pregnant, and now there's like
Right.
15 dead bodies right there.
Is it morning sickness or the viewing of dead bodies?
Probably a bit of both. I'd say 50-50. Ellie freaking out about all of this is not going to help, and she's still going to go. Because if you keep looking and
Yep.
view her as a liability, even though she is, it's going to add extra strain to your guys' relationship. But again, this is like her first rodeo.
I will say that I like how they're carrying their pistols. That's exactly how you're supposed to carry them.
Don't point them at anybody or anyone's toes. You never point something
Straight.
at someone you aren't willing to pull the trigger on, ever.
Yep.
Her mom let her play outside on the day of the apocalypse. That'd be funny.
Yep.
So
Ellie,
she went outside and blamed herself.
Ellie is upset that she asked her this.
Ellie's upset about everything because now she's like, oh. You can't carry around a human being like they're a glass vase waiting to break. You're just gonna stress themselves and yourself out. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is everyone's apocalypse story. It's not exactly like we're talking about our, our first date, our first kiss, any of that stuff. No, Joel did not deserve to die the way he did, but I still get it. It was on-site business
I
for
get it
both
too,
parties.
but yeah,
No, like they would have been unfortunate either way. How many more people would have that happened to?
forever. Just ask Peter Parker.
With great power comes great selfies that I will sell online for money like I am on OF.
I mean, you gotta think
He had the original
if,
side hustle. I'm just saying he beat 2020 to it.
if Peter Parker didn't let that wrestler the burglar get away, his Uncle Ben would have still been alive.
Yeah, but that is a constant in every universe. It's like Uncle Ben always has to die.
Always. And he's
Always.
a character that does not come back from the dead, apparently. Ever. Ever.
Him and Sean Bean always die. Eternal. Although I do prefer Sean Bean to Uncle Ben, but that's because Spider Man's not my character. Just saying.
That's Will's character.
What a guy. Spider Man is a great character, though. Very well written. Still
Not like
prefer
Iron
Miles,
Man because
though.
he sucks.
But you notice the show's getting slow when we have plenty of time for shenanigans, and I feel like I missed absolutely nothing. Like there's,
Well, you just missed her backstory on her start of the apocalypse.
which was
And that's
rough, which
pretty
everyone else's is. So it's like this means nothing to me. I understand
yeah,
you're trying to flesh out her backstory for when we lose her. It's more dramatic, but at the same
you're not gonna
time,
lose her.
if I don't care, it's fine.
You're not gonna lose her. I know
Not
you
unless they
want
make some
to.
more changes.
They're not gonna make no more changes.
You say that, but this is called an adaptation, and that's where these things happen. We're an adaptation universe, baby.
Stop it.
I mean, I would tell them to stop the whole apocalypse if they could, because they adapted something and they did it well when they said it was, instead of being airborne, you had to wear masks to bite. That's a good
But see,
adaptation.
that's a great adaptation.
It gives you
Unlike the
that chance of hope.
Mandalorian, where they were taking their mask off, which was a bad adaptation.
I mean, they did explain it in a way that made sense.
Doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
mean I had to agree with it though. And we're always hanging out in old office buildings. That printer probably still works just as well as the day you left.
You could use the Iron Man's chest power battery thingy to power it. He would be useful.
He would be fantastic for Apocalypse team. Yeah, I mean that's something.
It does.
It'd be funny, you shine your light and someone just pokes in. What's up?
Hey, what y'all doing in here?
Yeah.
I mean, Ellie is right though. Why would you go in there knowing I can't get any worse than what I already am, but you can?
It's like I am one of one, so we'll just keep pushing our luck in this endeavor. It'd be funny if it was just like a certain number of bites. It was like what it took. Haunted but empty. Okay. That's the worst Tinder bio I've ever heard. Because again, last time they said there was no horde, there was like a horde plus some.
One of the greatest scenes in this show. I'm talking about last season's horde.
That was impressive. And the fact they did it with like practical effects too was pretty crazy.
Right.
Got to give them their props for that.
That's right. Shooting is your last resort. You got to get up out of there. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're still about like 2 seconds ahead. I don't know how you keep doing this. You have like the fastest internet in the world, which
don't say that because then mine will shut off and I'll be gone. Stop it. You just jinxed me.
I would never do that.
It's literally been instances where I start talking and then it just shuts off. So why would you even say it?
Oh, they said I love you. That's so dumb. Don't do that now. You could have waited.
As speaking as a horror movie enthusiast, usually when you have tender moment, something bad happens
immediately afterwards.
All the time.
Doesn't matter who you are. You could look like any color on the screen. Tender moment equals death.
Better look at Walking Dead. Hey, let's do this. Tainted meat. See, it's always something. It's always something.
What did Negan call his bat again?
Lucille?
Yeah. It's like, we're having a tender moment. Have I introduced you to Lucille? Oh, come on, man.
The best moment was when Lucille broke and you saw it in Negan's eyes. He was devastated.
It just broke his soul.
His whole demeanor was no longer Negan because he was nothing without Lucille. Oh, here we go.
What kind of bat was he using? Like an Oakley or
Louisville Slugger?
Oh, classic. Well done. Good choice. Got to give props to the artist or the decision makers on that one.
I mean, it's one of the greatest wooden bats ever made.
Yeah. Company's still around today and thriving. Somebody or something is here, but the fact there is no noise is a problem. It just means they could be smarter clickers. And that's a problem. Because remember, we did say they were getting smarter just a couple episodes ago, and they weren't giving us this breadcrumb for nothing.
Correct.
There will be a payoff on that.
I just want the Rat King to show up. That's all I asked for. Because he was like in the
Condiment
basement.
Man, where there's got the dumb names.
No.
Well, Condiment King. Sorry, Condiment King.
No.
I should put some respect on
it. Rat King is the ultimate form. You don't want it. You don't want that. But he was found in the basement, and this looks like a perfect situation to show Rat King, and I'm all for it. I am for it right now if this happens because they do not have the tools. They do not have the tools to beat Rat King. And oh my God, I'm looking at this and I'm like, yep, this looks like it. I don't know if they're gonna do it this early, but I will be down for it right now.
Oh, that was somebody that's been not on. Rat King. What do you mean ultimate form? Like they have evolved to their perfect form where they're intelligent and dangerous?
Oh, I'll be the giant blob of just stuff. Giant blob. Show me a giant blob.
Oh,
that's not a giant. All right, it's not Rat King. Fuck, I'm not happy.
Someone was missing a whole lot of something there. Yep, there it is. Just a random one.
All right, I'm gonna slow down because it's.
Yeah, we got a smart one.
2, 3. All right.
Yeah, until it jumps out and scares you guys because you guys are spending all this time figuring out. Like you could have outed herself early, but she just chose not to.
Remind me during the review to tell you what Rat King is, because it is something you need to know about. It is a wonderful creation.
I am writing that note now.
Unless this is Rat King.
I mean, having Rackham be a smart one would make sense, but
No, it's
who's making that noise? Is that just her, or is that like another individual she's eating? Oh, there's multiples.
yes.
Oh, there's 3 of them. We gotta go.
Uh-oh.
Panic and
They're
run.
surrounded. They're surrounded. Okay, it's not Rat King. It's just a whole bunch of smart ones.
Oh boy. So they just led them there. Oh. It's over. Yeah, we gotta go. Like knees to
You gotta
chest.
go.
Out.
Yep. Don't
Yep.
say I love you. She won't make it.
Yeah. Do as I say. Oh, we have time for kissing. Come on, shoot. Shoot. This is. Here they go. Yep. Lock that. Oh, so close.
Yep. Just stay
Nice
right against
block.
the wall.
Yeah. They're gonna keep trying to break in no matter what.
Yep. Whoop.
Whoever these like
Double barrel.
stunt
Go for it.
actors are, they're doing a fantastic job of playing the part. Got
You
her.
suck. Dina cannot shoot. Uh-oh.
Oh, we are out of ammunition.
Somebody's gonna come save
And
them. Somebody's gonna come save them.
yeah, you better hope somebody's gonna come. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
We know who this is. Well, I know who it is.
This is Joel's brother. There ain't no way it's not Tommy.
It is Tommy.
He just got tired of listening to everybody and decided it's time to make his own rules.
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, that's not Tommy.
No, not yet. It
The
is a
baby daddy
team.
showed up just in time to ruin the relationship.
Just know it is a team.
It's like we don't really have many options, so
Take out the spotlight. Take
yeah.
out. That's the wise thing to do.
Is it pew? You can't see us no more. We're good. And it wouldn't be that hard to hit that light. You can tell the actor playing the guy leading them out there is having a field day pretending to be like doing a militaristic operation. He's like almost grinning as he's running. Don't blame him though. What do you mean we don't go? Oh, panicking because the park is exactly where you don't want to be.
That's right. You can't go back.
It's like the army won't go in here. It's a problem. So we just go deeper in. The horror movie logic. It continues.
Well, you can't go back to where you came.
What means you could go sideways and just go parallel and pop out.
You don't ask him shit. Get where you got to go.
Hmm.
Top.
He's like, I am mad at you right now. Yeah.
I told you Tommy's out there.
Yeah.
Up until what? That's right.
Wow. It's like you would have
Tommy's a
died just right
firefly.
then and there. Like you need to shush.
Tommy's a firefly. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, Ellie's the one who has proven she is not capable whatsoever with what's going on here. Antonio has asked, does Fedra still exist?
Technically, yes, but not in this area. This is all wolf country. Well, wolf and scars.
Oh dear. Oh, these are the scars because they're the ones who are whistling. And they're gonna think that they're part of wolf naturally because that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
And this is their native area, so you're kind of in a bad spot.
So, Antonio, what you have to understand is Fedra is the military style government, and the wolves are the resistance. And then you have other pockets, like, so the scars will be like barbarians. You know what I'm saying? So you have all these little factions fighting for area.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow.
Ooh, I want that.
A bucket?
No, you'll see it. I'm still like 2 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think you should have a sickle. Just
I want it.
you cannot have it
I'm gonna get one.
because they're just gonna cut out his insides, and that's gonna be that. Oh, we're gonna do
It's
throat
called
first.
it's
That's
called
nice.
it's called disembowelment.
And he's doing it a very. This is awful.
Which side are you gonna use? Okay, you're gonna use the hook. I got you.
This is all just a bad day for
Ooh,
everybody
that's a
involved.
new way to do it. I like that.
Oh, oh,
Yep.
oh, oh.
They did it new. I thought he was just gonna pull down and not get raised up. Okay.
The scars are. There's something. I was like, you felt kind of bad
Oh
for them for a
no.
second, but then this happened.
She
Oh,
just got shot.
dang, they're good. That was,
I'd have been like, we're not wolves. We're running from them.
yeah. And this guy, of course, being a devout, is just like, if they get me, they get me. I'll just start shouting. It's cool. Just knew he was protected by
Ooh,
his lady or whatever. Okay. That would have ended it. Because a
why
crossbow
am I
bolt right
so
to the
far ahead
face.
of you? I keep pausing for you to catch up, and I still stay 5 seconds ahead of you.
You don't hold the pause button nearly long enough. You were just, boop, boop. You just like touching buttons.
1, 2, 3.
I'm staring at the girl with the weird hair. Looking
Okay.
around crazy. Now I got fires waving around.
Now I'm 2 seconds ahead. Somebody just whistled. He should guide us. Okay,
Yep.
spread out.
You just dropped the Meshi guide us.
Jeez, okay, 2 more seconds. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000.
And they're all slowly leaving.
Oh, I have caught you. You have caught me. Yay! Small
And
success.
they're hiding in a tree trunk. Well done.
Okay.
I don't
I
know why
think we're
more
good
people
now.
don't do that.
Bugs,
So,
spiders. Ugh.
oh, spiders are so easy. It's snakes where you lose me, and Washington doesn't
Nah,
have any dangerous ones.
nah. We got spiders here, and I don't play with them. Mm-mm. Looking at the gate.
Yep, I'm looking at a gate.
Gotcha.
And she got that big eyes where she's like, I need to go to that gate. I don't
You
know
need to
why,
go to
but I
that
need to
gate.
go there. But they always run to the abandoned buildings that always have clickers. Like they are always shooting 1,000 for 1,000 on that.
It makes the
We got like
show
Tony
not
Gwynn out here.
slow. Oh, I'd have fun.
We got a little
Give me a
base here
give me a 44
at
or
a
my
hospital.
Desert Eagle. Pff, I'm living my best life.
This is gonna be a puppy. Hello, puppy. I mean,
I'd
you're a
barbecue
danger
that.
puppy, but
I'd barbecue that dog.
what's going on with you? Yeah, that dog is like, I know exactly what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you keep dogs. It's like dogs ain't stupid. People are. They know exactly what's up. But now you just got to get rid of the owner or the dog as best you can.
You can't get in there, puppy.
Well, the guy can't.
Dog can't.
Boy, did they get lucky on timing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
look,
Uh-oh. I
we're
know
getting
where
close.
we are.
Lake Hill Hospital. Like I said, the shaved head look is just either you pull it off or you don't, and she's doing it.
All I want to, I know this is, hey, spoilers. 3, 2, 1. I want to see the chase scene from the game between her and Ellie. You talking about action packed? That chase scene? Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
would fix a lot of the pacing that's been taking place the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do the whole rest of this episode. How much time is left? Yeah, you could do the rest of this episode with just this chase scene, and this would be great. It would be great. Because I mean, a lot of stuff go down.
Well, that is kind of the whole thing with survival shows. It's like
Yes,
nothing happens and then things happen.
yes. They're doing it. They're doing it. I need a chase scene. That's all I need. That's all I need.
I love how she like knew her voice was like, damn. All right.
You
I
know
don't know
what I
why we're
want.
wasting so much time though with this conversation. Is
This is literally from the game.
I know, but still.
Word for word, Brent.
That's just kind of like how video game dialogue is, though. Sometimes people are always like, video games don't know how to script right. They don't know how to make anything that's believable. And it's just like, video games have moved me more than most TV shows have, easily, by far. Not even a competition, but it's because it's video games, it's subpar. Will not tolerate the slander. I took her hands down immediately. She's like, I don't care.
It's a lie. It's a lie, Ellie. It is a lie. I
She's
need
not
this
making
thing.
eye contact with you, so she don't believe any of this. She's just trying to
I
settle
need
you
a
on you.
chase thing. I need it. Yep.
Oh,
Word for
there it is.
word. There it is. And she's gone.
Well played. Well played,
There
though.
we go. Yep.
Oh, she's got good form, too. She's going to be just going. Oh, Ellie, why is your aim so trash?
Slide.
Oh, why is everyone's aim garbage? We got stormtroopers out here? My goodness.
Hey, Brett, it's kind of hard to hit a moving target if you don't know what you're doing.
I mean, she's been doing
Yep.
this for like the last 5 years, so.
It doesn't matter. Either you train
You think you
for it
get
or
better?
it's natural. Nah.
Dead end, sort of.
Here we go.
Elbow your way through a glass thing. That's your only option. Oh, that's an out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ooh. I don't like this. That should have burned the crap out of your hand holding onto the rope.
It should have. You should have like metal shards in your hand.
Yeah. And then, okay, what's the excuse for this one? She's not moving.
She just can't shoot.
My goodness.
She can't shoot.
We just needed Tommy on this job. It would have been done.
Yeah, Tommy would have put 2 in the back.
Yeah. There's no conversation. Pop. All right. Who's next? But because it's Ellie, we're just kind of
But this
creek without a paddle.
This is what I wanted, and I'm getting it.
Now we get to play Where in the World is Waldo?
Now,
Edition.
one thing I want to see is how they change it since the airborne, the cordyceps aren't airborne like but you see them in the air right here. So I'm wondering if they might have just put it in this area.
So then, what's her face knew she wasn't supposed to be down here, but still went anyway.
Correct.
Well, it's either you survive or you don't. So can't really blame her for this series of unfortunate events. Oh, it is everywhere.
You see what I'm saying? So because in the game, she's like, how are you still alive? How have you? Because it's like you start coughing and then it's.
Oh. Yeah, because like her feet are literally leaving pollinated footprints of this stuff.
Let me stop fanboying right now. Hold on. Let me. Oh.
You're gonna keep fanboying, so.
This is yes. I'm happy now. I don't care what nobody else say.
Which means we're gonna have some clickers here in a second because we can't be
panel
like
for panel.
disinfected.
Panel. Well, yeah, you can.
Like we're about to go bar for
There's
bar.
There's one
here.
right there.
I don't see anybody else. Yeah, in the wall. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was one in the wall.
Which of course she's not paying any attention to.
But remember, they do dry out after a while.
the other person dead or alive? Because they just breathe.
No, they're alive.
Pop. Because yeah, I'm out on all that. Yeah. You feel bad for that individual. It's
But you
like,
see how
this
he's
ain't none of my
blowing
business.
out the cordyceps? You see how he's blowing it out? That's how it was in the game, but they had to walk around. Well, Joe had to walk around with a gas mask on at all time because it was in the air and you couldn't really see it.
Which
But
literally makes it the
here,
worst for everybody.
right, but here I'm like, okay, they're going back to the game version just for this scene because
Oh,
technically in this scene with her, it is necessary because this is I'm not gonna say it.
because she was the one it just got rid of Leo, like just at the start of this episode.
But you see how she had that pause on going through there, like I don't want to go in there, but I might have to.
Yeah. Why are we throwing power switches?
So you can see. You hearing it? Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm hearing what's her face coughing.
Just like the game.
She went in here deep, but now she's getting infected.
Right? It's just like in the game. Now this dialogue is gonna give you a lot. Yep.
There's like literally going. Now I think they're just saying the bite and airborne is real, right?
Yeah.
It depends on the area.
Listen to what she's saying. No, just you. Say it. How are you not sick? Yep. You're what? Yes, I am her.
The one. I am the one.
Yep.
Yeah, we had you in our palm of our hands and we let it go.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah. Bruh. Come on now.
Your life. Yeah. Here's a backstory. In order to save you.
He did for you.
Yeah. Deliver it.
Oh, she knows.
It's like, then why are you killing us?
Yep.
You're just gonna let her suffer instead? Dang.
Pretty much.
Extra cold. But I get it.
I will say they did leave some parts out of this, but that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Probably
I'm
did
happy
for
with
runtime.
Yeah. And you can bring that part what they did in the second part, which is I'm fine with.
Yeah, she is. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. This is personal.
It is
this
personal.
On-site beef, the definition.
You killed her father in front of her. Come on now.
Technically, she didn't, but she is an accomplice.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're part of the crew.
Here comes the lead pipe. Here comes the lead pipe. All right.
Oh,
right in the ankle. That's hardcore.
Oh. Oh.
Yep. With a kneecap.
Hey man.
Ellie's working on herself. She's fine.
Ellie has turned the corner, but again, I am happy. I'm happy. I don't care about the rest of the episode. I'm happy now. Don't care.
There's not gonna be much left. Like
It's
maybe
not.
2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. Flashback.
Back when things were good.
Hi, Dad. Say it. Say it.
Hi, old man. Yeah, of course we get credits. We got like what, 2 episodes left of this season at most.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, and more or less, very little has genuinely happened. But that's
All right, so that's the episode.
how many more seconds do we want to get into the
I've
review?
already I've already closed it down because I'm happy.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the review button and we'll get that portion started. So if anyone skipped ahead, this is exactly for you. And as always, welcome into Geek Variants. We cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, the video game adaptation, The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, where, hey, things actually decided to happen, even though the first half of the episode was
A build
something.
up. It
Yeah.
was a build up.
Go ahead and
And I
cover it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and fanboy here.
so as I was saying, yes, this gave us action in the second half of the episode. The first half, I understand it was a continuation from the first. You got a setup to what was going on. But once they got inside the hospital, I was sitting back like, they have to do it. And then I saw her and I said, they're going to do it. And then it happened. And I'm so happy. Now, again, as Brent said, it's an adaptation. Some things were left off. Ellie did kill some people while they were chasing, while she was chasing her girl. Other people did show up, but they had on the full hazmat suits. That's fine. You can take that out. That's fine. But the interaction was almost panel for panel with the video game. The look in Ellie's eyes, and the actress is great because I felt the anger protruding from her being at this person. I was like, yes. So this episode gave us what people have been wanting since the death of Joel. And for those that don't know the game, Joel did die that way in the game. So let Joel go. He's still going to be back in flashbacks because that's what it was. She's still going to see him because she's going to start hallucinating and see Joel in certain spots. So you'll still have Joel. But understand, The Last of Us 2 is 90% Ellie.
Yeah, Joel
Period.
is basically like the character that is the placeholder for the story, kind of like how Geralt is for The Witcher, where he's the one who can move things along action wise because that's what he does. But
Yep.
that's really all about Ciri. It's basically this typical father didn't want a kid, ended up adopting a kid anyway. Turns out to really love the kid. The kid's special and unique, Ellie. And here we are with,
And
except, one dies the way they want to die and the other one's Joel.
right, you got to understand that in certain games, the sidekick is actually the main character. And that's what The Last of Us 2 is. Ellie is the main character. Joel is not. So you have to move past that. Oh, they killed Joel. Wow, wow, wow. Tell me you didn't play the game by not telling me you didn't play the game.
And
Because
it's
as
also
of
kind of like God of War Ragnarok's unpopular opinion. Loki was the real main character of the whole game, but
facts,
everyone's like Kratos, Kratos, Kratos. No, no,
Kratos
we
was
only
just,
we only cared about Loki. Even Odin was like, I care about this kid.
yeah,
You
Loki
can
was the
go
guy.
kick rocks.
So yeah, in this, and yes, Dina and Ellie's story is pretty much how it is. Um, Jesse and Tommy are out there as a team. It was like that in the game. Also, Dina did show up, and it was Ellie and Dina for a while, and Tommy was around bodying folks. So him and Jesse were out there just causing major damage. And this is a nice way to do it, and I'm like it because you know what we said. Tommy's out there, and just know if the way they're going now, they're going to see some of Tommy's handiwork in either the very next episode or the one immediately after that.
And kind of be like,
They're like, oh,
you took this
and
personally.
the words from Ellie's mouth will be, oh, this is Tommy's work. He was here. Cause yeah, he is going straight medieval. Try
Has to.
it. He is. They killed his brother.
Yeah, this is full on. He's getting his get back, and like for those who played the games, good for you guys. I'm happy for your vindication. I'm still torn between bored and like enjoying it. Like it's as middle of the road for me as middle of the road gets. The action
Hmm.
scenes they pan out, but like the pacing is atrocious. But the actors and actresses in this show make what the pacing is bearable, which
And
is exactly what you want. Because like
I
even
need.
Game of Thrones went through stuff where pacing was like, come, we could jump to something like any point
Mm-mm.
now,
But
anytime.
that's what I'm needing you to understand. That's exactly how the game was. It's like, okay, Red Dead Redemption. Do you
Glorious
know
games, both for 1 and 2.
it's one of the greatest games out there ever made, right?
Yep.
But you had parts in there where it was like, oh, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Right?
and then next thing you know, by the end, you're just weeping,
It's
and you're
like
like, "What happened?"
and that's exactly what this game was. This game, as I said earlier, was more about not just the story, but the clips, the interaction of the characters were more on screen. You had more dialogue than you did actual action. So they were talking a lot more in cutscenes than you were actually playing the game. That's what Last of Us 2 was mainly.
Mhm.
But when you started getting into the action scene, the action was lengthy. It wasn't, 3 minutes. It was like 15 minutes. Like you fighting that vampire dude in Skyrim the other day, and you was fighting him for like 3 hours.
I don't want
Oh,
to talk about that.
you don't think I sat here and watched you fight that vampire for 3 hours?
It was an
What
hour
is
and a
he?
half. Just go check out the live feed. But again, back to the show. It's like certain things can be quite lengthy, and things just tend to play out a little bit better when you get the lengthier stuff. But again, because of TV runtime, how they
Yep.
have their time slot fixed, and the fact that they donate like 20 minutes every time on a Mac show to either credits or intros, even though it's like, well, you got an hour long. It's like, no, we get
You got about
maybe
30 minutes.
35, maybe 40 tops. And
Yep.
so they have to, cut this, cut this, cut this. And people are like, well, now they're just skipping really crucial parts because now you just learned that the scars are like, well, just through subtext, if you're telling a story correctly in an adaptation, you can fill in all those blanks and be like, both the scars and the wolf who doesn't know how to spell is bad. And then
You
we
and
got
his
Fedra out
just
there who still is bad.
acronyms. You and these acronyms. You just mad
I'm
it's no O in there.
yes, it's so lazy.
WLF.
It's like spelling love LUV instead of LOVE. It's like,
I
what are
mean,
you
I,
doing? You're
I
saving
spell it
2
that way.
seconds at
I
most.
s-
That's a whole nother lamentation. The show for me has been okay. The action has been obviously more than made up for it. I'm hoping that the people who played the game are truly enjoying it and everything that is transpiring through it because
I
this
am.
is made for you guys. This is a love
It
letter
is.
and adaptation for you. This isn't for me. I'm just a casual fan who's like, oh, cool. We have Pedro Pascal. I'll go check in. And next thing you know, I'm, casually watching. So I'm not the one who's like, what this was for. And, I'm sure Pedro Pascal being oft in this show is kind of like therapy for other people who are like, wow, he's in Marvel, he's in DC, he's in
And
Star
that's my
Wars, he's in
thing.
Game of Thrones. And it's like, man is everywhere.
When I found out he was cast as Joel, I was like, really? So they're going to change the whole story? Because, at the time, Pedro was doing everything. And I was like, and he's still doing other things. I'm like, they're going to kill off a big star? Let's see how this works.
It turns
And
out he was fully aware of it, like when he signed on, and he's like, the schedule just meshed perfectly. So he's like, I was good to go. So
did
it's
you
like,
hear
go
how
figure.
Pedro, they was interviewing him about how he was auditioning and he was telling his family about it and the kid was dropping the kids off at school. And before he could say anything, he said, yeah, I'm doing this new video game character. And it's like, oh, what's the name of it? And the kids was getting out the car and he said, and they came running back to the car, say, say it's The Last of Us. Say it's The Last of Us. You have to take that. So like,
Yeah, because people
yeah,
get really passionate about their video game project and adapting it correctly. Because like if you're like, hey, we're just gonna do God of War, okay, who's doing it? Who's on it? Who's playing Kratos? How are we doing this? Because like the
yep.
actor who plays Kratos is still alive and did the body work, so it's like, why don't we just use that guy? It just makes common sense. But then you have to run down these checklists when you do video game adaptations, which The Witcher really had it for a minute and then
Yep.
just threw all caution to the wind. And then you saw how the fans were so quick to turn on the project, and we understood where they went, why
Hmm.
they went, and how they went. That's what happens with the word adaptation. Is either you do it correctly or you don't. And right now, I think Last of Us is doing a good adaptation. as far as it being like can't miss TV. I can't put it there, but I'm happy so many people are enjoying the product. I just wish it was a
I'm
little bit
enjoying it.
faster, and they're not going to try and milk it for a third season, but we'll see.
I mean, honestly, if we get 2 episodes left in this season, they could stretch out the second half of the game to another season because Abby does have a storyline of her own, and that could easily be 2 episodes, 2 to 3 episodes, because you still got spoilers. You still have the Abby, Ellie, and Dina fight. You got that one. Then you have Abby's storyline with another certain character. Well, like I'll say it. You still have Tommy and Jesse out there. And then you have Abby and Ellie part 2. So there's 4 major storylines that you could run in 8 episodes very easily. Because
It'll
you
probably be
still
only like
have
6 episodes because I'm sure they'll try and speed run or blitz some of
because
it.
let's think it was 6 people in the crew.
Somewhere in there, somewhere between like 4 and 6.
So you still got one just taken out.
We got
right?
at least 3 to 5 more.
So you
At
still
least.
got to go through the other ones and then get to Abby. So it can be done in 6 to 7 episodes for the third season. It can be. So I can see how they're doing it. But again, people are going to understand you're going to have more dialogue. You're going to have more sitting down planning until you get to Tommy, where he turns into a Terminator and just goes berserk.
We're going to need some level of exposition to cover some of the stuff that's not really talked about. It's more like implied in video games, or it's a dialogue that naturally or intrinsically happens as you're progressing in the story, like when Kratos would be like walking with Loki where they're just talking, because that happens in every dialogue in every video game where you're just going somewhere and there's people like, hey, what about this, what about that, hey, and it's just building depth to the characters so you have more emotional attachment to them. So if something happens to them, it's either more tragic or more heroic. They're just building these little nuggets. So it's like anytime, because I've watched so much like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, anytime they give me any kind of emotional impact on characters, I'm immediately expecting something heinous to happen right afterwards.
You got those phrases out there. You got the phrases. Be safe. I love you. Watch your back.
I'll see you at base.
I see you. Hey, talk to me when you get back, or I'll talk to you later. Yeah, something about to happen to you.
Or they have like a really, really big fight that they shouldn't have happened. They both think they're idiots. They both want to apologize, and then they never get the chance to. Because that just, it's typical symbolic writing. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means we know what's going on.
If you become the moral compass of the group, you usually die.
And what you did was exactly the right thing, but most people don't understand it, and then they're torn up about it. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff with this show. I'm happy so many people are enjoying it and staying on the bandwagon for it. I may not be the right person because I haven't played the game, so I haven't felt the emotional impact. But as you can see, the way Tony is reacting, he's thoroughly enjoying it, which means it's hitting the right audience the way it should be at the right times. That's all you can truly root for.
And I'm going to say,
like Antonio said in the chat, it was amazing. So
if you didn't like the game, you're not going to like the show. That's all it is. It is a video game based show, and it is almost true to the game. Yes, they made minor changes, but that's how the game was.
It's just kind of how it is. And how it is you should be subscribing to our lovely YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. We will be out in Atlanta, Georgia for MomoCon next Thursday through Sunday. Go ahead.
We didn't talk about the Rat King.
We did not talk about the Rat King. I guess we'll have to get to him next time. We've already been rambling on for about 12 minutes. So that'll give you something to come back for next
You suck
week.
as much as Iron Man does.
Impossible. We'll see you in the next one.